Hello everyone, this is Xephyr here and welcome back to Monster Hunter World on PC. This is going to be our final video in this series until Iceborne releases. Yeah, I mean, we've done basically everything in the game. There's not really anything else for us to do. There won't be any new content until Iceborne. Yeah, this will be our final video, which is kind of funny. Now, I know what our limited bounties said there, but that's not necessarily what we're going to do in this video. So we'll do some of it, but there is one major thing I promised I'd do, so we're going to do that first. So let's head on up.
Thank you.
Yup, this is how we should always end this season. And of course, that means she's in her cat outfit. I don't remember if there was a special outfit for Poogie for this or not, but let's eat our appreciation platter here. Alright, so let's go check out the handler and Poogie for one last hurrah. I guess I could have gone to the canteen. So, handler's in her feline outfit, obviously. So that was the fan appreciation or player appreciation outfit, and we'll go check out Poogie and see if it's in a different outfit. So there's been a lot of new news about Iceborne. Yeah, see, I think that's the summer outfit. I don't think that's an appreciation outfit. Change clothes. Let's see, seaside sausage. Oh, did I never show this? I don't know if I ever showed this. So we didn't have, I forgot, we didn't have the Summerfest before. The first time was the last video I did. This is the Poogie outfit that we got for the Summerfest. So, yay. It's not my favorite. Oh yeah, so here was the Appreciation Fest one. That's right, Sparkling Party. So we'll switch to this for now. Right, so, there was quite a bit of news that has dropped about Iceborne. Mainly information about buffs and nerfs. Longsword's getting a nerf in damage. However, part of that is because it's getting moves that allow you to basically have an infinite chain. It totally makes sense that they would nerf damage a little bit, because otherwise it would be way too OP, since it has... if you're doing it right, it has an infinite chain, which I will show before Iceborne releases on PC. It's not going to be as part of this video series, but I am going to record the beta that we get in a couple of days on PS4, and I'll upload that. It just will be outside of this playlist. But yeah, so it's not a technical nerf because Longsword's getting so many other things like new moves, and some of its attacks were buffed, but it did get nerfed in a few spots, and I think it totally makes sense because otherwise the weapon would be just way too OP. And a lot of other weapons got little buffs and nerfs here and there depending on what new moves and things they got. But some of the other big news was that another monster was revealed, which is Yian Garuga. So the Yian Garuga is going to be another monster that we get to fight against in Iceborne. So that's a big deal. And there's apparently a trailer tomorrow. Obviously it won't be tomorrow from when I upload this video because I'm really far behind on editing and uploading videos, but when I'm recording this video, tomorrow is another trailer, which I assume they're going to announce another monster, at least tease another monster. There's a lot of hope that they're teasing Zinogre, but we'll see. Alright, so the first quest we're going to take on, and I'll continue talking about stuff once we're in the quest, is No Tomorrow for Usurpers. This is one that I had thought about doing and we hadn't done, so we're definitely going to do this. I think we've done pretty much every other event quest. I know we've done Up at the Crack of Dawn, where Sun Meets Moon, Timberlake Troublemakers, Every Hunter's Dream, Midnight Mayhem, Royal Pain, King's No Fear, Grace Jagras, The Names of the Wild Sea USJ Gold Star Treatment, Rush of Blood, USJ Blazing Azure Stars, Code Red, SDF, Visitor from Eorzea, Extreme, obviously, Contract Woodland Spirit, Chew the Fat, Yaku with that, Greeting the Gluttons. We might not have done Greeting the Gluttons, but there's nothing special about it, and that's why. It just gets you meal vouchers, so I'm not worried about it. We could Wildspire Warfare, we might not have done, but again, nothing special. Extra armor spheres, but they're low rank ones, so again, Flesh Cleave to Bone we might have done as part of completing limited bounties at one point. Kieran the Myth I don't think we've done, but it's 2 low rank Kieran with no special drops, so again, not that worried about it. The Poison Posse, I'm just going to continue saying it's a low rank quest with no special rewards, there's no point. Gaze Upon the Dawn, this is just normal Zora Magdaros. It's just so you don't have to wait for its quest to come around, because sometimes Zora Magdaros will have a quest after you complete a couple of quests. This is just, if the event's up, you can just keep spamming it. Scrapping with Shamos we've done, Flash in the Pan we've done, Egolithers Unite we've done, We'll Go With This we've done, Triple Threat Throwdown we've done, I believe we've done Rolling with the Uragan, Deep Green Blues. These are all the crown quests, so I know you did those. This is how Revolt start we might not have done, but again, there's nothing special about this. It's just a Black Diablos with a Basil Goose as the 3rd monster on the map. Here's our Arc Tempered. I know we've done all those. Although I do find it funny that Nergigante, even though he was the last one released, is listed before Lunastra. I'm sure that's because Lunastra was a later added monster. We did relish the moment. Again, Undying Alpenglows and Arc Tempered. This is just the Xenojiva quest, so you don't have to keep waiting for it to come back up. It's just repeatable when it's around. Simple Task and Tracking the Delivery are just for tempered tracks. This is for normal monsters, this is for Elder Dragons. And of course we've done Snow and Cherry Blossoms, and Nose for an Eye, and Throne Taker. So No Tomorrow for Your Supers, I believe, is the last one we have to do. So we're going to be doing that today. That took me a lot longer to go through than I expected. So we're going to take this on. We'll use a lucky voucher. And we're going to do it with a longsword, because I feel like it. I actually thought about changing my armor set too, but we'll stick with this. I have another armor set that I've started kind of putting together that has a little more utility, but isn't quite as physically, like, from a attack standpoint, as powerful. Maybe we'll put it on and put something together after we do this quest. Actually, you know what? No, let's do it now. Let's switch it up. We've been wearing this armor for so long. Let's switch this up. So, let's see. Oh, so the other thing, what I've mainly been doing right now has been farming the Kulf Taroth on console. And I've not had a lot of luck. I got 1 longsword I wanted, 2 longswords that I didn't have. So the one I wanted out of those 2 was the Taroth Sword Fire. I did finally get that on console. The other one I got was, I think, Kiar Sword Blast or something like that. It does blast damage, but it's a Zora Magdaros based one, so it actually has extremely bad sharpness. Like, it only gets to blue. It does get a lot of blue, but it only gets to blue. So not super helpful. And that's it. Like, I've been spamming it so much, and I've unfortunately not gotten, like, anything that I wanted out of it, which makes me really sad. The amount of time I put in and still didn't end up getting very good. I didn't get any of the weapons I wanted is sad. So we still need Kiar Sword Stream and Kiar Sword Decay, I think. There might be a sleep and a poison version of the Kiar, but I don't believe they're good, so I'm not worried about them. But Decay and Stream I don't have on PC, and on console I don't have Fire and Decay. So not much I can do about it. It's all comes down to luck. I can't, if the game doesn't give me the drop, the game doesn't give me the drop. It's as simple as that. All right, so we need one more flawless, so let's throw that on, and then at least one attack. But I wouldn't mind putting more attack on. We haven't done this in a while, set up a set, so one more attack would be great. And then obviously we need at least critical boost. Oh, actually, I'll talk about that too. Another cool thing that is getting a good boost in Iceborne is they're making weakness exploit weaker and critical eye stronger. So weakness exploit will only go up to 30% at level 3, and critical eye will go up to 50% at level 7, which is nice because it makes the Dragon King eye patch a little weaker, which means not everyone will feel the need to wear it. Alright, so we should probably put, I don't know, I guess weakness exploit and another attack gem on here if we can. So we'll only be able to get to weakness exploit 2, but that's okay. If I do have an extra attack jewel lying around, I don't know if I do or not. Ooh, I do. Nice. Oh, wait, nope, that's not the one I wanted. It was the other one. Ha! Oops. This one. There we go. Okay, this is actually a really decent set. It's not quite as good as full Drachen. Well, actually, that could be debated. That could totally be debated. So we've got attack level 7, critical eye level 7, critical boost level 3, peak performance level 3, all very good. Weakness exploit only got to level 2, but that's okay. It's still a 30% boost. Tool specialist level 2 is pretty good. Non-elemental level 1 is all we need, so that's fine. But we get both the Master's Touch and we get a stamina cap up. So that's not bad. Yeah, this is pretty good. Now I could drop the Tool Specialist and 2 level 2 slots for evasion up and health up. If I wanted to go to the Empress Gamma, but what do we have on that? Oops. What do we have on that waist piece? So 2 critical jewels, so we'd have to drop one of these, which might not be the worst thing in the world, but I don't feel the need for the health boost or the evasion. I'd rather have the tool specialist. So we'll go with this for now. It's fine. I'm happy with it. Yeah. Oh, I should actually make sure these are all upgraded. Yes, I've used all these pieces. Okay, perfect. So, yeah, I'm happy with this set. And it gives us a new look. This is actually the set I'm using. Not the same decorations, but the same set I'm using on console right now. I had switched to it because it has fire defense for helping with Kolf Taroth. Alright, so this is just a tempered Basilisk use. There's nothing really special about it, other than you get a ton of Hunter rank points for completing it. That's all it is. It's just like the Nose for an Eye and Snow and Cherry Blossom. It's just a Basilisk use, which is significantly more annoying than the other 2 quests. Oh, really? As I got here? Oh, you're a dick. Okay. Please don't go to the highest point. And he's going to the highest point. Alright. He'll probably leave there as we get there, too. So let's see, what else can we talk about with Iceborne? I talked about the better critical eye, worse weakness exploit. New trailer tomorrow. I don't know what else to talk about. I know that there's been other news. Like, there's been a lot of news, which has been very cool. Shoot. Oh, I still made it. Okay, cool. Alright, so obviously he's tempered, so this is going to be in his enraged state. A lot more than normal. But if we can knock him down... Ooh, that's something I should talk about now that I think about it, since I'm wearing the temporal mantle. They're nerfing a lot of the mantles, specifically temporal. So temporal will no longer last as long. Every time you dodge like that, a lot of its time gets used up. So you're going to have a very limited number of evasions that it'll provide you, which is good because it'll make it less clutch, and more people will use other types of mantles. I believe all mantles got nerfed, though, because they're all kind of OP for the most part. So they are making them a little less powerful, which is good, I think, at least. Man, just one more week, and this weekend is the beta, which is exciting. I'll actually probably get the beta video uploaded the day I do it, whereas this video will probably be like a week after. Because I've been so busy playing the events and doing other things that I've not had time to edit my recordings. Which is kind of an excuse, but also the truth. So, I mean, I waited until the last day of the festival to record this too, because I just have been busy fighting Cold Teroth on console. I haven't been doing anything on PC other than limited bounties. So it's just kind of funny. God, I love Basilguse's theme. I wish I didn't hate fighting it as much as I do. My fiance got me a jacket that says Basilguse B-52 bombers, and it's like a bomber jacket, and then has like some other Monster Hunter World stuff on it. It's pretty sick. I like the idea of Basilguse as a monster. I just hate fighting it because it's a pain. It's difficult. It's not. It's one of the hardest monsters for me to fight, honestly. Mainly because I main a weapon that is not good for fighting it. Shoot, its scales are back. It's gonna suck. Let's put on our evasion mantle here. Yes, he fell down. Oh, that was bad timing. Okay. Early. Oh god. Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I really want to think of some other Iceborne news to kind of talk about. Obviously, I believe at least I've talked about Brachydios coming back, which is great because Brachydios is one of my favorite monsters. And he looks amazing, honestly. The status effect he inflicts is different from Blast. I mean, it's still a Blast, but the slime element looks different than Blast when you're hit with it. And it has other effects, like the big puddles that he can leave on the ground from his head can make you kind of like move slow and stumble, which is cool. Oh, you gotta be kidding me that went off as I was going to shoot him. Alright, whatever. It's sharpened. Alright, let's grab these little materials here. Carpet tail. That. Okay. Let's follow him down. But yeah, there's been news, but I can't think of anything else offhand, which is unfortunate. But I mean, I'm so excited for Iceborne. It's going to be pretty crazy once it's out. And he's done. Alright, well. Let's carve him up, and then we'll move on to our next quest. Which actually I think I want to go back to the HQ for first. So the last quest we're going to do, we're going to end our series here. At least our temporary end until Iceborne, but we're going to end it with the flagship, which is Nergigante. So we'll pick a good Nergigante investigation, and we'll take him on. Now, I am still looking for crowns, so I'm probably not going to do tempered. I'm going to look for one that has some gold rewards and silver rewards. Supposedly that is how you get crowns more often. I don't know how true that is. As far as I know, it's all just luck, but I mean, I'll follow the rumors if it's still, I mean, I'm still not fighting monsters, so there's still a chance, but I'll follow the rumors just to try and hope that I get any advantage I can to finish out those crowns, because I do want to have the platinum before Iceborne comes out on PC. Like I said, I platinumed it on console, but Black Diablos has been blight on my soul for getting his crown or her crowns. I think I'm just missing the large crown for Black Diablos now, and then I have Kieran and Nergigante. All right. Don't need a Vespoid one. So let's see here. Target Nergigante. I only have a couple, and none of them have gold, so tempered it is. Let's also check one other thing. Oh, he's not here. We still have one person to talk to for dialogue, and they're never here, which kind of stinks. I always forget to check, and I'm hoping maybe after this next quest they'll be there. Maybe we'll get lucky. We'll watch it again, because why not? It's the last one. Also, we'll look at the decorations here real quick. Alright, so obviously the centerpiece is a feline and a Malinx, and then a Gachalaka mask. With little palicos running around, throwing up confetti. You can see all the little feline balloons around and other balloons around, which is pretty cool. Some flowers here and there. They did a good job. All very, very cool. But yeah. So that's obviously what this looks like. They've got chalk drawings all over the floor, which is nice. Monster tracks and little feline paws and stuff. All fun.
Hi.
Alright. So next, we need to take on a Nergigante. So let's do a 4 reward tempered Nergigante, since I don't have a gold square one. And you know what? For funsies, let's use Mega Demon Drug and Mega Armor Skin. It's our last quest of this series, so let's make it a good one. If you're wondering why am I not taking on Arc-Tempered Nergigante if I want to end on a strong note. It's because I want to end on a strong note, and Arc-Tempered Nergigante, while I know we completed it, can be very difficult and frustrating, and I don't have the constitution tonight to deal with that, so we'll just take on Tempered. Crap. That's not what I wanted. Right off the bat. Shoot, that's not what I wanted. Either. What the dick? How dare you not do what I want you to do? Thank you for leaving your tail where I was. I do that. It's down. She's not in the right positioning. Positioning again. There we go. I don't know if that hit him hard enough to keep him here, so that's fine. Take the dragon pod. Ooh, there's another material? Ooh, nice. Cool. Alright, let's sharpen up. Cool. Stun resistance is always nice. I ran out of stamina. Really should have eaten those rations. If I wouldn't have bounced, I would have been able to foresight slash. I didn't do it perfectly, but that was still fun. And done. Alright. Not too bad. And that's the final quest of this series. How nice is that? I'm glad I could finish it off with foresight slashing his dive bomb, even if I didn't do it perfect. Pretty good quest. I think we beat 5 minutes, which is kind of nice. Not that I was shooting for a time attack or anything here, and I didn't follow the rules by any means, because that wasn't my goal, but still, pretty quick. head back. We will check and see if that person's there. If they're not, there will be a cut, because I'm going to get them there for us. Oh, pretty good rewards here. I'm sure the decorations will be terrible, but yeah, nothing special there. Ooh, hoo, hoo. I thought for a moment we were going to get the large crown, which would have been kind of funny in a perfect end, but silver crown is fine. It's close. Ooh, man, that lagged. The only thing that makes me sad is we're not getting, there's special item packs they're giving out on PC right now. And we don't get them, or not on PC, special item packs are giving out on console. We're not getting them on PC, which makes me a little sad. Maybe we'll get them when PC's closer to Iceborne. Nope, the exclamation's not there yet. Ugh, it's always annoying. Okay. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is there's going to be a cut here after I grab the Argosy stuff. And I'll check back until I get that exclamation there, and then as soon as it's there, then I'll continue and we'll finish out this video. So I will see you all in just a second. The final cut, hopefully, of this this series until Iceborne. Alright everyone, there's one more thing that I want to do in this video, and that's the thing I've been promising for a while, which is to read all the ingredients in the canteen. So we're going to go through each of these, we'll read the description, and we'll finally do this. Here we go. So we'll start it with meat. So the first thing is the wyvern thigh. Meat that helps trigger courage food skills. A long time in the stew makes it very chewy. Next is the wyvern skirt steak. Meat that helps trigger courage food skills, best served thinly sliced and grilled over charcoal. Wyvern egg. Meat that helps trigger courage food skills, a precious plunder from a wyvern's nest. I'm going to stop reading that top line because obviously all the top ones are going to be the same thing. So on each color I'll read the line once and then just what the description is. Wyvern tail. The tail from a flying wyvern, worth trying at least once. Wyvern head. A staple of hot cuisine, it also occasionally features in celebratory feasts. Wyvern fillet, the most highly valued cut of wyvern meat available. Next we have the marinated carpaccio, meat that helps trigger resilience food skills. Steeped in a secret sauce, this raw meat is literally dripping with flavor. Wild chicken, best enjoyed by savagely cutting into it and shoveling it into your mouth with abandon. That's great. Steeled meat, hard enough to break a tooth, but the protein and vitamins it packs almost makes it worth it. Bouillon meat, relatively expensive, but sometimes you've just gotta treat yourself. I totally agree with that. Thorny meat, still attached to the thorny scales from which it was cut, it calls for slow, careful eating. Tough meat, working your way through this chewy meat has the added benefit of strengthening your jaw. Anjanath meat. Meat that helps trigger vigor food skills, a staple of any hunter's diet which is used in a wide variety of meat dishes. Apserost, almost always served in large portions, this meat is a favorite among ravenous hunters. Diced steak, relatively good quality meat cut into small, bite-sized pieces. Giant sirloin, a lovely slice of Anjanath meat that's tasty and filling. Big bite burger, a burger prepared the way it was meant to be, almost too big to fit in your mouth. Giga steak, well-marbled steak so delectable that it's hard to put down even long after you've been full. Grand foie gras, meat that helps trigger acumen food skills. Its creamy texture and rich taste make it a much sought-after ingredient. Rich rump, an exceptionally rich cut of meat from one of a monster's most prized body parts. That's funny. Hot heart, a cut of meat prized for its texture, enjoyed best when devoured piping hot. Tangy tripe, a stomach full of this makes it oddly difficult to sit still. Barbecued short rib, mostly fat, this flavorful meat can be dangerously addictive. White liver, loved for its goopy texture. Ugh. Peon turkey. Meat that helps trigger artillery food skills. Sadly, it's more bone than meat. Did I read the one on here? Yeah, acumen. Okay. Great mutton. Highly versatile. It's used in a wide variety of dishes. Herbivore egg. An omelet made from this could feed several hungry families. King turkey. Its meatiness makes it more than worthy of its moniker. Puts peon turkey to shame. Magma mutton. Succulent mutton that grows even richer in taste the longer it's stewed. Kaiser turkey. A leg so imperially meaty that even king turkey pales in comparison. Why are there 3 turkeys in the same row, and why do they all one-up each other? Alright, so now we're going to move on to fish. Ridge Main tuna. Its meat is as tasty as its mane is audacious. And since I already read the top line on the meat, I'm not going to read it on the fish or on the vegetables. And I am sorry that I went back and went up one and kind of threw off the pattern as I am again here. I just wanted to make sure because I thought I missed a line, but I didn't. Serpentine salmon. Twisty and curvy, it looks more like a snake than a fish. Courageous eel. One bite and you'll be brimming with courage. Sushi fish, delicious with just the right amount of fat, well liked near and far. Ancient sea bream, gourmet fish that has been prized as a delicacy since ancient times. Boorish yellowtail, though criticized for its vulgar appearance, this fish is actually the epitome of courage. Jumbo whelk, larger shells fetch a higher price. Scallop chips, scallops dried for preservation, they can also be used to make a tasty soup. Choice abalone, first rate in size and taste. Violet abalone. Its aroma and flavor have transformed as much as its coloration. Precious abalone. Hailed as a delicacy among delicacies. Large-horned turbin. Study of its biology has not yet uncovered the use for its large horns. Fiery sea bream. This blazingly red fish looks as though it's perpetually aflame. Shogun tuna. Markings along its entire body evoke the image of a full suit of samurai armor. Gajao liver. Packed with good fats, it's both delicious and nutritious. Gajao gill. Needs to be cooked for a long time, but the wait is definitely worth it. Samurai tuna. Notable for patterns on its head, resembling a samurai helmet. Squad sardine. They form into a regiment like schools to protect their territory. Bent back shrimp. Its distinctively contorted body makes the shrimp difficult to eat. Armor crab. A crustacean with a shell that looks like a suit of armor and is just as tough. Coral shrimp. Petite, but with dazzling rose-colored shell. Fortress crab. It attracts symbiotes to live on its shell, making its body seem larger than it is. Queen shrimp. Reigns over the shrimp as their queen. Great. Millenary crab. A magnificent crab said to live for 1,000 years. Sovereign squid. A squid whose size practically demands that it be regarded as a ruler of something. Soulful caviar. Fish eggs so delicious they move the soul. Ballerina octopus. Cooking it makes its legs curl up like a dancer. Lily squid, said to bring on flashes of insight. Pink caviar, brilliantly pink fish eggs lightly pickled in salt. Osa octopus. It has a brittle texture that's almost like chewing on bone. Alright, next we got vegetables. Magna celery, once you develop a taste for it, you'll find it hard to resist. Rapscallion. Eaten raw, its flavor is so sharp that even a Devil Joe might shed a tear. I love scallions. That sounds amazing. Jewel cactus. Large and packed with juicy, fleshy meat. Dragon bloom. A flower with fruit as tough as wyvern scales. Kingly cactus. A cactus of majestic, almost king-like quality. Fatty tomato. A gourmet tomato bursting with sweet juices. Soiled shroom cap. Surprisingly difficult to find. They were once thought to be only a legend. Spirit shroom cap. The glow of this mushroom can only be described as otherworldly. Moonlit mushroom. A mushroom that glows faintly like the moon. Exquisite shroom cap. A delectable mushroom that even chefs are wont to pop into their mouths while cooking. Steadfast spud. The tenacious roots it spreads make for back-breaking work come harvesting time. Stone corn. A stalk of corn that makes almost superhuman strength A stalk of corn that takes almost superhuman strength to shuck. I am sorry that I butchered that. Plumpkin. An imposing, gorgeously proportioned pumpkin. Its taste is almost irrelevant. Cudgel onion. As its name suggests, its sharp taste and rough appearance are almost ogreish. Shine bloom. Its aroma paints the mind with an image of soft dappled sunlight. Sun-kissed grass. An herb claimed to have broad remedial powers. Yeah, I read that right. Alright. Goldbloom. A flower that radiates golden beauty. King truffle. Even a pinch of this adds volumes of delightful aromas to any dish. Millionfold cabbage. It boasts a phenomenal texture thanks to its innumerable layers of leaves. Elysian fruit. It has an aroma so magical it seems to come from another world. Heavenberry. Its flavor is praised as a taste of heaven. Tainted fruit. A fruit that's ripened in spite of the extreme conditions of the rotten vale. Prismatic paprika. Its coloration varies greatly depending on how it's prepared. Aromatic celery. Its aroma varies greatly depending on how it's prepared. Kutku bean. The occasional bean is hot enough to have you spouting fire like a Yian Kutku, which is kind of funny that they reference the Yian Kutku, but the Yian Kutku's not even in the game. Molten mango. A mango that ripens quickly after it's picked and continues to seethe with heat long after. Rock fruit. A fruit with a tough rock-like rind. Divine apple. A tropical fruit that's tricky to grow. Wild fruit. Oh, its wild taste is a favorite among gourmets. Emerald durian, a rare fruit that shines like an emerald and is almost as valuable, but probably smells horribly because durians just smell horrid. Alright, so now we're on to drinks. We'll have an extra line to read on each row here because these have different skills that they activate. Tater mud, alcohol that helps trigger perception food skills, a drink that goes down as easy as it sounds. So not. Dragon ale, strong enough to knock out a wyvern, though how that was tested is left up to the imagination. Demon Tater Brew. Bitter enough to put a hole through a Devil Joe's stomach. That sounds horrifying. Wyvern Amber Ale. An aromatic, full-bodied brew. Oh, that one sounds normal. Golden Fish Brew. Consider yourself lucky to get your hands on this holy grail of brews. Dragon Killer Sake. Rice wine distilled according to a long research process. The epitome of sake. That sounds amazing. I love sake. Hunter's Brew. The perfect refreshment after a long hunt. Star Brandy. Its bottle features the Research Commission's famous sapphire star on its label. Master Ale. Brewed with roasted malt, this rich velvety brew is popular with beer aficionados. Ratha Whiskey. Whiskey aged in a barrel scorched by a Rathalos' fiery breath. Ooh, that's interesting. Astera Beer, which was still marked as new, which is kind of funny. The local brew of the Research Commission, perfect for celebratory toasts. Blessed Wine. It holds the record for the longest time at the top of the rankings in Wine Hunters Monthly. Alright, so that is all the canteen ingredients and their descriptions. So that's a promise finally fulfilled. Welcome back, everyone. I'm so sorry. I'm dumb. We must have already talked to him at some point, because he doesn't have the exclamation. We'll talk to him again here real quick. With a man like the commander holding down the fort, I'm free to wander as far afield as I want. He's the thinker. I'm the trailblazer, the doer. It's important to know your strengths. Also, it's important to observe people carefully, learn their strengths and weaknesses. And that's about it. Wahaha. So we must have talked to him at some point, and I totally forgot. So, yeah, that part's already done. So, that being said, that's it. We are officially done with Monster Hunter World. When Iceborne comes out, that'll be the new adventure. You know, it's been a great journey. You know, we arrived here in the new world on the back of Zora Magdaros, and we watched as Astera grew from this fledgling town that lacked the comforts, amenities, and different items of the old world, and they struggled, and life was tough. They were just trying to research the new world, and they were being terrorized by an Anjanath, and they weren't able to make the strides they needed. The third fleet had been lost. The first fleet had been there for 40 years and were aging. The second fleet, 30 years and were aging. And it just seemed like they were getting nowhere. And we watched them grow from that difficult, uncomfortable lifestyle to, you know, becoming a true hub for hunters in the new world. We solved the Elder Crossing, we defeated Xeno'jiiva, and we've taken on tempered and arc-tempered Elder Dragons. It's been an incredible journey, and you know, it's just the start. There's going to be so much more once Iceborne releases, but this part of the journey is finally over, and I want to thank you all so much for going on this journey with me. I hope you had fun. I know I had a lot of fun. I think our character has developed quite a great story here for this part of his journey as a hunter, and I look forward to creating and living more stories in the new world through him with all of you. So thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. You can also subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell icon to get email updates when I upload new videos, and of course you can leave any comments or suggestions in the area below the video. However, that is all I have for you today, and that is all I have for you for Monster Hunter World until the expansion is released. So as usual, this is Xephyr, signing out.